Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like
y'all come on up in here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rebuttal Entertainment. Y'all hit that like button. Come on in here, subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about these resumes. We're going to talk about the fights coming up and all kinds of crap like that, man. And, not too much stuff. Not too much, man. Not too much stuff, man. But y'all come on up in here. Facts and fiction. What's going on in boxing. And a lot of little things. A lot of little things going on in boxing, man. And we're going to get it straight. We're going to get it straight and talk about it and see who's real, whose name coming up. Who's might be fight coming up, who might be a Hall of Famer, who might not be a Hall of Famer right now, today. Do their resume say, that, or are all these guys' resumes just all right? Just all right. They're just all right. Just gonna talk about it a little bit, just a little bit. But maybe their resume good, maybe it's not. But we're gonna talk about maybe Crawford resume, Haney resume, Tank resume, and Shakur Stevenson resume. Just for a little bit, and I'm up out of here today. But there's a lot going on. They're still trying to get some fights made. Let's see. They're still trying to get some fights made. But we're gonna see what happens, man. Tony K, what's all this stuff? So. Yeah, y'all hit that like button when y'all first come up in here, man. But I don't know, a lot of these guys, man, that we think is like that. We think have strong resumes. We thought if you really, you ever heard of sleep? If we really look deep down and break down these people's resume, we can dissect anybody's resume. We can dissect any of these people's resume, man. If we really look down, deep down, inside, and just talk about it. Because a lot of them, resumes that y'all think is like that, ain't like that. We're not going to use the accolades. There will be no accolade talk. None at all. But we just gonna go straight for, who they fought, when they fought them, and leave it at that. No, we're not gonna talk about no accolades at all. We're gonna talk about who these guys have on their resume. That's exactly what we're gonna talk about. Who these guys have on their resume. And when did they fight them? What kind of fighter they was? Not all the rest of that bull crap that everybody else be talking about. He was 3-time lineal. He was undisputed. He was the ex-champion and all that bull stuff. Nah, man. Nah, that's not happening today. That's not happening today, man. But my man Lorenzo, what's going on, champ? Sorry I'm late, but I was dozed off. I almost didn't make it. But you know, y'all come on up in here. Let me know what y'all think. Whose resume y'all think is the best, or we can give a little breathing room to. And whose resume is overrated, way overrated, and whose resume needs some work. And whose resume needs to work? A lot of them need some work. That's why, you know, when especially these younger fighters, you know, when they start fighting, you know, they're gonna get better. Because we really can't say who's the best until these guys say I'm done and they retired and stuff like that. Other than that, we can't say that because they got plenty more fight stuff in them. You know, they got plenty more fights up in them, so we can't sit here and say who these guys are better than that when they can fight each other later on down the line and settle all that smoke. You know, when they can do that. And that's what we need to be fighting for. These guys to get in there and start fighting each other way down the line. You know, we ain't got to worry about it. 2 Cents is in the building. What's going on, 2 Cents? What's going on with you? Yeah, so, you know, we can break down a lot of these people resumes and see who's better. We can critique a lot of things, but, you know, and that's what we're going to do today. Really, there's no boxing this week to talk about that I want to talk about. I didn't like my intro. You got an intro? Well, you know, 2 Cents is in the building. 2 Cents Boxing is in the building. Yeah. Oh man. So, but and is it any other thing that's going on that in boxing that we don't know about? You know, because I don't see nothing. Is there anything else that we can talk about? You fought nobody. Canelo told Bud, you fought nobody. I'm just saying. You know, so we're going to break down some of these fights, man. Next week is when the fight's going to begin. You're going to be having the women's fights. You know, we got all the good fights next week. That's when, you know, we're going to have something real good to talk about. But, you know, other than that, we still talking about the same old stuff over and over again. Nah, we're going to put these resumes and really get it together. No bias, no prejudice. We're going to talk about resumes only. No, not one accolade, not none of that crap. We ain't talking about no accolades or none of this stuff. We're going to pull these guys' resumes and talk about them. Do you give them this fight? Do you give them that fight? You know, do you give them all the fights in the world? Monica's in the building. Do you give these guys this and that? You know, so you know that's what we're going to give them. Real boxing in the building. Shakur resume his ass. Oh man. Oh man, they still playing that.
So he wasn't commercialized. He wasn't. So Postal wasn't elite. Who? Victor Postal.
Who's that guy?
Oh, cause so he wasn't commercialized. He wasn't.
Who's
he
that
wasn't
Postal?
great. Who's that guy?
Who's that? That would never be. That would never be old. That would never get old, man. I'm telling you.
Violent, man.
You know what they do it? Who's that guy? You know, I never know who's that guy. Happy birthday to Brett the Hitman Hart. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, let me see. All right, well, since you brought it up, sports prediction, what's going on? We're gonna start with Shakur Stevenson resume. And you know, we ain't gonna be biased. We ain't gonna be biased. You know, we're gonna start breaking down these resumes, man, and start giving these guys what they deserve. And y'all gonna be like, yay, nay, and all that. Man, I'm excited about all the new proper 135 coming to take those belts from these champions. Not unifying. Kid Austin, Andy Cruz, the Dula Mason. To make a change at 135. Yeah. It's been time for them dudes to, you know, start getting some recognition. Big Tony in the building. What's going on, Big Tony? Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come on up in here, man. Make sure you hit that like button, man. But we're gonna get this stuff out the way like it should have been. Make sure, you know, ain't no bias and none of this. We're just gonna talk a little bit of boxing, a little bit of these resumes, and stop saying these dudes are automatic Hall of Famers and all this stuff. And I told y'all, I told y'all before, just because some of these guys are made undisputed, how did you make it if you ain't fought nobody? So if you made undisputed and ain't fought nobody, that's not guaranteeing you going straight to the Hall of Fame. I'm telling y'all now, it's not guaranteed. Because I can right now go play, and I agree with it, Floyd Mayweather Hall of Fame speech. And he didn't mention one accolade. He mentioned resume, level of competition. These dudes have fought when they fought these guys. You know, not 2-3-time weight class undisputed. You know, let me tell y'all something. You can be a 2-3 weight class undisputed by fighting Boo Boo the Fool, Ronald McDonald, and a Hamburger Helper. All them dudes were champions. You fought them, then you move up. You see what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna be biased. I think, and I'm gonna start at the where I think these dudes have better fights. You know, we're gonna stop where I think these dudes have better fights. Sports prediction label, but that's like telling a fighter, look, bro, I know you 3-time undisputed, but that doesn't mean anything. But today we ain't talking about accolades, so it doesn't even matter. We ain't talking about accolades today. But you can become 3-time undisputed, or 2-time undisputed by fighting nobodies. You know that, right? You can be, or you can be like Devin did. You can be like Bud did. You wait till everybody do the work, or you get emailed belts, and then you go fight the weakest link. Then you go fight the weakest link. So it's easy to become 3-time undisputed or 2-time undisputed. Just imagine you done fought a dude that did all the work, right? And then you go in and fight him and beat him. Then they be like, sports prediction, how did you become undisputed? Well, I beat Ronald McDonald. He had all the belts. But you see what I'm saying, though? You can be like, sports prediction, how did you become undisputed? And you beat one person. Let's say you just beat George Kambosos. That's 1-time undisputed. Who else do you have on your resume to Let you know that you like that. Sports prediction. You became undisputed by just beating George Kambosos. You see what I'm saying now? You became undisputed just by beating George Kambosos. Then people look at the resume and say, okay, he been undisputed, but he fought Josh Padley, Yoshino, Tuki Clary. Who was them guys? Them guys Hall of Famers. See what I'm saying? You can become undisputed just by luck. By luck. Or the luck of the draw. You can become undisputed by the luck of the draw. You can go fight a dude that always put in all the work and become undisputed. Yeah, but we're not talking about that. I understand that. Everything you're saying is correct. I'm not disagreeing you. But today, we're not talking about that. It doesn't, the guy got the belts, you beat him, you become undisputed. That don't make your resume like that. You know what I mean? And there's not even no more super belts. So you ain't gotta worry about it. Super belts are done. So all we talking about is resume. We're not even talking about accolades today. I'm just letting you know that now. We're not talking about no accolades today. We're gonna break these guys' resume down. What counts? Resume. The great Floyd Mayweather say the accolades don't mean nothing. It's resume. But Entertainment say you can have all the accolades in the world, but the resume is what gets you there. The resume should be what gets you in the Hall of Fame. Who you fought should get you in the Hall of Fame. Benzo, what's going on, champ? Because it's a lot goes into this stuff, man. It's a lot goes into this stuff. Y'all think it's so easy because a guy became undisputed that he automatically a Hall of Famer. Shit don't work like that. Devin got better resume, more accolades. Well, we're not talking about accolades. Anybody mention accolades, I'm not reading your comments. Today, what do it say? What do it say on this show? We talk about resume. We're not talking about no accolades. You know what I mean? And he don't have a better resume. So tell me how he got a better resume inside square circle. Tell me how he have a better resume. See, y'all problem is, and I'm gonna keep telling you dudes, I'll be trying to school you dudes. Stop going on these people's channels and letting them brainwash you. And stop, instead of you doing the research yourself, stop getting brainwashed. Y'all niggas go on all these people channels, all these podcasts, who put their narrative out there, but y'all don't even think for yourselves. Like him, he come here and say Devin had the best resume. Tell me how Devin Haney got the best resume. And I guarantee you, I can break it down right now. Who said anything about Tank had a better resume? You know what I mean? Your mother and your father are clowns. We don't come on this show calling people clowns. Ain't nobody said anything about Tank. I said we just breaking down resumes. You dudes getting y'all feeling so much, it's a shame. Ain't nobody said anything about Tank or Shakur Stevenson. Nobody. Just because you love sucking Devin Haney ass, everything you do is gravy. What is wrong with you suckers? You suckers get in y'all feelings all the time and can't even have a argument about anything. Y'all be so judgmental. Ain't nobody said nothing about Devin, Shakur, or Tank Davis. Nobody. Nobody at all. Nobody. But you dudes come in here We're just having a conversation. Stop jumping to conclusions. If you can't have a conversation, go on the Haney Voice. Go suck Nestor Gill's ass. Go on the rest of them dudes. You know? We're not talking about Tank Davis. We're talking about everybody out there. I'm not arguing with you about nobody's resume. Y'all gonna come in here and say, you know, and break it down and stuff like that. Y'all the ones saying Tank. Ain't nobody said nothing about Tank. Y'all love Tank. All y'all, here you go again. Y'all is in love with Tank Davis. Go on the Haney Voice. You ain't got to come on my channel. Y'all don't want to be objective. I don't need none of you niggas. We talking about everybody's resume. We're going to talk about Tank, Shakur, Devin, Terrence Crawford. And I'm going to pull them all up and just talk about it. Whoever says something, you say something. Hannibal, I'm not with your shit today. I will ban you forever. I'm not with it. Don't come in here. I ain't playing with you today. I'm not playing with you today. I'm just telling you right now. I'm not playing with you today. We just talking resumes. Everybody resumes. You know, it's just simple as that. If you don't want to do it, leave. Just leave. I don't need none of you niggas. Take that shit on them other. Take it on them other shows. You keep saying the truth hurt. You be sounding like a 15-year-old little boy. What truth is hurt? We ain't even get the show started before you niggas come in here sucking Tank dick. We ain't even get the show started before you niggas come in here sucking Tank dick. We ain't even talking about Tank. I just pulled Shakur resume up. We ain't even talking about Tank. Can y'all be objective for one day and stop mentioning Tank Davis until we get to his resume? Exactly, coach. That's all. We're just talking resumes. They can't be, you know, they always got to mention Tank Davis. We talking Tank Davis, Bud Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, and Devin Haney resume. I'm not talking about nothing else. And if you niggas mention it, I'm going to ignore you. If y'all can't just talk about the resumes and say whatever, it's just simple. I'm not in the mood for you niggas today. I'm just talking like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They in love. They is in love with Tank Davis. They are in love. We already know Hannibal is in love with him. But the rest of these niggas come in, oh, we ain't Shakur. And I ain't even saying nothing about nobody, and they talking about him. You know, Benzo, it's crazy. We can't have subjective conversation about people's resumes without people throwing Tank in them in there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We're not talking about Tank Davis. We talk about all four of these guys' resume. The show isn't about Tank Davis. Well, first of all, Brian, mind your business, because I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about somebody, the other dude. And if you want to take it that way, you can take it that way. You know what I mean? I'm not playing with you niggas today. I'm talking boxing. I'm talking about resumes. I wasn't even talking about you. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Sometimes you jump to conclusion too. You always mind the other people's business. I was talking about the other dude. I didn't even say, no, I'm not calming down. I'm talking resumes. Stop coming in here being assholes today. You know, I'm just telling you. It's as simple as that. If you don't want to talk about these guys' resumes, get off the show. I'm not playing with none of you niggas today. None of y'all. Y'all don't like it, that's y'all problem. I will ban your ass. I don't care. And ain't no calm down. Talk resume. Hannibal, I already know you're a Tank dick eater, so I know you're gonna say it. But the rest of these dudes, you know, they should have some kind of awareness just to listen before they even jump to conclusions. They even jump to I ain't even mentioned nothing. And they say, Tank Davis, Monica, you know you can go. We don't even need you on the show. We don't even need you. You know what I mean? We don't even need you. It's just simple as that. Because you don't talk nothing about Bud Crawford anyway. You know, that's all you talking about. Bud. You can go. If you don't like it, you can go. Other than that, y'all hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, get the fuck up off my show. Now, the first resume we're going to use is Shakur Stevenson resume. That's the first resume we're going to do. Now, I'm gonna start with Nakathilia for Shakur Stevenson. He had Nakathilia in 2021, Jamel Herring, then he fought Oscar Valdez, then he fought Consecal, then he fought Yushinu, then he fought De Los Santos, then he fought Autumn, then he fought Josh Padley, and now he's about to fight Williams Zepeda. What's up, Jab Queen? I see you in the building, darling. Now he's about to fight Williams Zepeda. So what do you guys think about the resume I just read? Let's talk about Shakur Stevenson resume. The ones I just read, I'm gonna read them again. Nakathilia, Jamel Herring, Oscar Valdez, Consecal, Yushinu, De Los Santos, Autumn, Josh Padley, and he about to fight Williams Zepeda. And he about to fight Williams Zepeda. Lou, let's go, Lou. Don't waste your time on them. No, I'm not. I ain't playing with these suckers today. You know, let them go play with somebody else. What Jab Queen at? She came up in here. Oh, there she go. So y'all tell me, what do you guys think about that resume? A lot of Tank Johnson bounce today. Me, Jab Queen say mediocre. Why you say mediocre, Jab Queen? Hannibal say De Los Santos and Zepeda so solid wins at 135. Next generation, Herring was old, but he did have the belt. Well, we ain't talking about them belts. We talking about what kind of fighter was Herring when Shakur Stevenson fought him next generation. Was he good? Was he bad? We know he was old. What was he, 34, 35? Jab Queen say Padley and Herring. You know, a lot of small guys. Coach Eddie say a lot of small guys. I'm gonna put the link out here in a minute too. Then y'all can discuss it in a minute. I'm gonna put the link early in a minute. Most of those bosses were second choice fighters because who he really wanted to fight ducked him. Okay. I mean, the belt part of the resume. You know what I mean? It's my show. I can put my own narrative. If you don't like it, Hannibal, get off my show. Simple as that. I'm tuned in at work. Taking a break. You know what? I'm gonna give him Oscar Valdez. I'm gonna give him, because he beat him, I got to give him De Los Santos. I'm not giving him Jamel Herring. Jamel Herring was an old, wash-used fighter. I'm not going to give him the sushi guy, Yushinu. I'm not giving him Autumn. I'm damn sure not giving him Josh Padley. You know, because Seikau, when he fought him, okay, there you go. Next generation, C+. Okay. Loma Duck Shakur can both, okay, well, we ain't talking about that. I don't care about that stuff. So y'all, let's do what that generation do. Give it a C+, a D, a B, and A. That's what we can do. Just call Stevenson resume. C+, C, D, A, or B. Nakathilia, Jamel Herring, Oscar Valdez, Consecal, Yushinu, De Los Santos, Autumn, Josh Padley. Herring is on his resume, so my man Ray is in the building. What's up, Ray? I can go with C. All right, Jab Queen say C. Hannibal Gamma B+. Ray Gamma C. Yeah, let's give him a grade. I'm gonna give him a I'm gonna give him a C+. I gotta give him a C+. I'm gonna give him a C+. C Wood gave him a C. What's up, C Wood? What's going on, champ? Okay, I'm gonna give him a C. Y'all right? I'm gonna give him a C+. Okay, who was his best fight on here that y'all was proud of? You know, who was his best fight that y'all give him? Valdez, yep. I was gonna say Oscar Valdez to me was his best fight. Tucson gave him a C plus. Big Tony gave him a C. Giving his resume a C. Valdez his best win. Valdez. C plus. Under God say C plus. Yeah, Valdez definitely C plus. Yeah. So if Edward, okay, my man Nike's in the building. Y'all hit the like button, man. I appreciate it. He give him Edward De Los Santos his best fight. Monty give him a B minus. Valdez and Hearn. Damn. Hearn? I can't put Hearn nowhere near there. I just can't give him Hearn. I can't give him Hearn. You know, I just can't give him Hearn. You know, and if you read his resume, you know, oh, why can't you give him a B? You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not reading you guys' comments once y'all start talking about them accolades. I'm not done, and I might just delete you. We just talking resume. Don't put no accolades up there because I don't care. We just going by his resume. Yeah, Hearn did beat Roach. Hearn did beat Roach. Hearn did beat Roach. The name of the show is Resume. We just giving people ABCs on their resume. I'm gonna say it again. Resume. I'm gonna say it one more time. Resume. Hearn had a little bit left in the tank, but I don't think Prime Hearn could mess with me either. I don't think so. You know, I don't think so either, man. The fight that we not giving him and was really enough. Well, it was the toughest fight the last 4 rounds with Nakathila. So that's when he was crying and said, "I don't like being hit. I don't like being hit." So we ain't giving him nothing. He said he changed it to a B. You know, so like I said, I'm gonna give him a C plus. I'm gonna give Shakur Stevenson. My honest opinion. We go through these resumes. I'm gonna put the link down there, and then y'all can go for it. You know what I mean? But everybody got desperate levels of knowing what's good, great, and exceptional. So this is definitely all opinion, bro. Yeah, 1,000%. Everybody's opinion. Yes, opinion. And what do I say? Sports prediction. Now you coming on. I always say podcasts are opinion based. It's everybody's opinion, but stick to the topics. It's everybody's opinion, but just stick to the topic. Man, Nakathila, the one who showed us who Shakur really is exactly. That's why I always bring Nakathila up. That's what Shakur was like. I do not like getting hit. Exactly. Oh man, Benzo say C. I give him a B if he beats the Pater. Right. Yeah, I appreciate his sports prediction. Oh Lord, look. Digga Shakur, #1 fan, BBB. Oh man. Oh, my man Teach in the building. What's going on, Teach? So today, I'm just letting y'all know, I'm not competing with nobody. I'm not talking about nothing but resumes. And y'all put in the comments and why y'all give these guys that grade. Am I tripping? He beat Nakathila soundly. Yeah, he beat him soundly, but you know, them last 3 rounds he ran like he ran more than even when he fought De Los Santos. Like what's Khan said, that was the fight where we knew he didn't want to get hit. You know, when he fought Nakathila in 2021, Nakathila was fighting. Now he was, you know. Now he was, but he beat him. He beat him soundly. But you know, he cracked him. That's what was the 9th or the 10th, the 9th round, and he ran the rest of the rounds. Yeah, he want to get hit. No, score is a A plus. They are all done. We talking about the resume. Miss Sexy. Which resume? We talking about I just read Shakur Stevenson teach. Nakathilia, Jamel Hearn, Oscar Valdez, Consecal, Yushinu, De Los Santos, Autumn, Josh Padley. What's up, Mr. Shelton? We just doing resumes today. I ain't doing nothing else but resumes, and everybody can put A, B, C, D, whatever they think kind of resume was. And tell me why. I just want to know why you gave him a C plus, a D, a B, and stuff like that. That's all, teach. I'm gonna give him a solid B. Okay. Well, all right. That's Shakur. Let's pull up Devin's next. Devin Haney is next. So most of the people in here today, they gave Shakur Stevenson a C. They gave him a C. Every time Shakur tried to fight the best, they duck him. I'm telling the truth. I ain't say you wasn't telling the truth, but we got to go by what's on his resume, right, Miss Sexy? We got to go by what's on his resume. He told us they knocked there, you turn Shakur into an Olympic runner. That could be true. I ain't think of it that way. That could be the first guy that made him Olympic runner. You're right, Big Tony. Who's Stevenson? Stevenson a B. Okay, Mr. Shelton gave him a B. Keep in my Cruz and Luna Duck Shakur. Yeah, but we ain't talk. We got to go what's on the resume. I give him an A. Oh shit. Wheels and Steels in the building. See, we try not to be biased. That's why I'm doing it this way. But y'all ain't gonna. Just because you're a Shakur fan, that don't mean you got to give him an A. That don't mean you got to give him an A. Oh man, y'all funny as hell, man. All right. Well, damn. Wait, you ain't even give me a chance to read Devin's resume off. Wait, funny, man. They definitely get a B. I ain't even read it off yet, and tell me why y'all giving them these grades. You know what I mean? Y'all funny as shit. Okay, let me see when I'm gonna start Devin Haney resume. Where I'm gonna start at? Well, I gotta start early because he only fought 10 American fighters. So I gotta start early out his 31 fights. What? Damn, can I read them off? Wait, let me see who I'm gonna start with. Okay, with Devin, I'm gonna start with Antonio Moran, Alfredo Santiago, Gamboa, Linares, Jose Diaz, Killer Cam, George Kambosos twice, Lomachenko, Vitas Prograis, Ryan Haney, Ryan Garcia, Jose Ramirez. Now, what do you guys give Devin Haney? This so laughing. What do you guys give Devin Haney resume? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna start. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start with I ain't gonna start with. I'm gonna start with Gamboa, Linares, Jose Diaz, George Kambosos, Lomachenko, Vitas Prograis, Ryan Garcia, and Jose Ramirez. What do you guys give Devin Haney? Clip Farm say give him a B minus. Okay. We ain't talking about that. Crajon King say B plus. All right. Give him a B plus. Okay, that's 2 B's. I see that. Okay. That's 2 B's. Nike say C plus. Mr. Sheldon, Devin Haney a B. Another solid B by Teach. Ms. X say A plus Haney. Okay. Next Generation B. Benzo B. Damn. Yeah, a B mainly because of Loma. Damn, Miss Jab Queen a B. Monica, hey, y'all stay in here. If y'all want to hit the link, I'm gonna get a link out there, letting y'all know in a minute. Son of God, B. Will's still giving Devin Haney resume a D minus. God damn, bro. I mean, Mo. Big Tony say B. Drop to a C for going to court. Okay. Now y'all tell me why, because most of them is B's. Most of them is B's. Don't mention no accolades. Now, we ain't talking about no accolades. I'm going to delete your comment. Why you guys give Devin Haney a B? Just tell me why. I just want to know why you gave him a B for fighting these guys. Tony say F for the court issue. Coach Eddie say he had a lot of small guys and Latinos on his resume. Yeah, 1,000%. That's why. Well, I'm not giving him a B. I'm giving Devin a C plus. I'm giving Devin Haney a C plus. I'm giving Devin a C plus. A Big Tony say because of Lomachenko. Okay. That generation, they beat a lot of former champions at a young age. Okay. She tells the vocal what he had 2 dangerous fights, Loma and Ryan. When you count, well, he say he beat a lot of former champions. Yeah, a lot of former champions. Lloyd, Bosa, Lomachenko. Well, what's a lot? He beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 former champions. You know what I mean? Waterloo internet start acting up when we go and get the Tank resume. What y'all say? Shh. Oh, break the internet acting up. I ain't gonna get up. No, we not. That was funny though. Gamboa. Everybody beat Gamboa Hannibal. He gets a B because he fought an old Illinois and an old Lomachenko. And that's why I was gonna go to when my man Next Generation said he beat a lot of former champions. Yeah, but they old 30-year-old champions. So y'all want to get him for fighting former champions. In that case, if y'all listen to what I'm saying, now I'm trying not to be biased. I'm trying not to be biased. Now, when we get to y'all favorite guy Tank resume, had the same energy because he fought more former champions than all of them. So had the same energy. That's all I'm saying. Y'all want to bring this former champion shit up? I ain't even mentioning that. I'm just talking about resume. The guys he fought. I ain't talking about. I don't care if they were former champions because I can always say when he fought them, they was trash, even though they was former champions. That means if he fought a champion, that the champion 7 years ago and fought him, oh, well, he was a former champion. It doesn't even mean what kind of fighter he was or nothing, huh? It's just because he was a former champion. But that's not a good argument. That's not a good argument because he fought a former champion. Some of these dudes he fought was done. Tomato Cans had the best resume. They fought everybody. So most now, they was old. I've been saying it, man. I ain't even listening to you today. Haney had a good resume. Yeah, he has a good resume. A lot of y'all gave Devin a B. So I mean, I'm just saying. I understand. I'm not gonna try to change our opinion. We can make fun of Haney, but we can't call him scared. Well, we ain't talking about that. Well, Miss Texas, we about to talk Tank resume is next. Tank resume is next. JoJo Diaz wasn't old when Devin beat him. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. JoJo Diaz, that's my guy. I mentioned JoJo. And that was a good fight. Because JoJo was putting them paws on his ass too. Charles Martin was their champion. Let that sink in. And that's what I'm saying. See, this is what I'm saying, Coach. They don't understand that shit. They just saying, "Oh, he beat a former champ," but they get this from listening to these other podcasters. They getting it from going on these other channels and listening to these dudes. I know who they getting it from. They get it from these other dudes because they were former champion that verify his resume. But how about when he fought them? What kind of fighter was they? Was they 2 losses before they fought him? See, they don't dictate all that stuff. No, but they're gonna dictate when we read Bud Crawford resume. That's for damn sure. On the gram in the building, hit the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. What you say? Devin got a C+ for fighting his baby mama. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all stupid, man. I'm not even going to talk about that. I wasn't even going to talk about it, man. I wasn't even going to talk about it, but I'm going to say this. When everybody else is in trouble or had something happen to them outside the ring, Twitter was flooded, killing, especially Tank, killing these guys. But I ain't heard nothing. None of these Haney channels or other non-biased channels say anything about Devin Haney and his baby mama. But even if it wasn't, even if the Tank shit wasn't even true, they ran with it. Why is that? Why is that? Tank Davis resume next. Tank Davis resume next. I don't think Loma versus Devin was prime Loma, but he was at least like 85% of what he was at. And that generation, I give him that Lomachenko fight, even though he himself discredited Lomachenko. I give Devin Haney the Lomachenko fight. Coach Eddie say C+. Okay. Tank it to be I ain't even read it yet, y'all. I pray that incident didn't happen in California. Most likely it's either California or Vegas, Mr. Shelton. What you doing, Lorenzo? All right, Tank Davis now. We got Tank Davis resume, you guys. Y'all ready? Crazy K say Tank and C-. Wait a minute, let me read it first, champ. God damn. Y'all funny. But remember, had that same energy y'all had with Devin resume, say he fought them champions, because Tank fought more champions than all of them. But so have that same energy. That's all I'm saying. Look at that. Here we go. What you talking about? Ain't nothing wrong with my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi going out. All right, let me see. Tank Davis resume. Where we gonna start at? Okay, we're gonna start when he won the championship. Okay, Jose Pedraza in 2017. That's when he was good. Okay, Jose Pedraza, Hugo Reyes, Ricardo Nunes, Gamboa, Leo Santa Cruz, Mario Barrios, Pitbull Cruz, Rolly Romero, Hector Garcia, Ryan Garcia, Frank Martin, Lamont Roach. Frank Martin, Lamont Roach. That's a hell of a way. Real Boston, what's going on, champ? Real Boston say, wait, y'all got me laughing. Okay. Cause I know Hannibal gonna say something stupid. I ain't even gonna read his shit. He got me laughing already. All right, wait a minute. I gotta stop laughing because nobody likes that nigga. All right. They already hate. I know they is. Hannibal say D minus. All right. Next generation say C plus. Okay. Nike say C minus. 2 cents say A plus plus plus. What is that? C plus. Better than all of them. Ray B say Tank got 2 current welterweight champions on his resume. Hannibal say C plus. Okay, I changed to a C plus because of Pedraza and Barrios. All right, now I give Tank a B minus. Okay, B minus. Nike say Barrios was a good fight. Monica say D for Tank. All right. T say a solid B. Benzo say solid B. And that's what I'm giving them. I'm giving them a solid B. No, nothing else. I'll give them Tank a solid B. And I wouldn't go to a B plus. I'm going to C, solid B or C plus, but I'm gonna give them a solid B. Big Tony say B plus. Tank would get a B plus, but he drained. Okay, well, he fought him. Son of God say C minus. Real Boston say B minus. Now, y'all tell me why. Y'all tell me why these grades. I didn't hear any of the other boxers. Y'all tell me why y'all give Tank these grades. Next generation say Tank would get a B plus, but he drained some guys. So if you see, y'all like throwing y'all little narrative in there, then we can say Devin Haney was bigger than everybody he fought except Ryan Garcia. See, I can rebuttal all the bull crap y'all be saying. So why did you guys give y'all that grade? If Tank fight Jake Paul next, then he drops to an F. Tank ain't fighting no damn Jake Paul. Jake Paul too damn big. Why y'all give him these grades? Shakur, Devin, and Tank gets a B plus if they win their next fight. No Shakur, no Haney, no T.O., no Loma. Okay, we can do that with your favorite fighter, Miss Sexy. See, you just putting yourself in you killing yourself, Miss Sexy. Shakur Stevenson, no Devin, no T.O., no Tank, no Frank Martin, no nobody. Miss Sexy, see, you opening the can of worms. Your fight ain't fought none of the guys either. They ain't fought nobody. No Lomachenko. Miss Sexy. Monte, A because of the Boyos, Pedraza, and Romero. Oh, okay. Mr. Shelton give him an A. Okay. Tank don't need them weak ass stipulation. I get that point on Devin too. They say Tank didn't fight the people on his hit list. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. I can't say nothing about it. I get it. Cole say the sad thing is none of these guys has fought each other. Exactly. That's what I was just telling. That's what I was just telling Miss Sexy. She can't say that because Shakur ain't fought nobody that she just named. You know what I mean? So I killed that narrative already. You can't name these dudes. And let's be honest. The only one really fought the guys is on Ryan, right? Ryan, who he fought? He fought Tank. He fought Devin. Whoever, Ryan fought two of the 4 kings. Yeah, I mean, I knew that wasn't gonna happen. We could say Devin B minus all of that. And we got to remember Devin younger too. I like the Boyos Pedraza. You know what? To me, I keep telling people, and people might say I'm crazy. Tank's best fight, to me, his best fight was Mario Boyos. Mario Boyos was like that. And he was like that when Tank moved up. You said, that was a hell of a fight. Mario Boyos. That to me, that's Tank's best fight. Mario Boyos, not Ryan Garcia, none of them other dudes. Mario Boyos was a good fighter. because Boyer was a bigger guy. Pedraza and Santa Cruz were a good test, and he showed his boxing ability. Okay, against Pitbull Cruz. But we ain't talking about the ducking, man. We ain't talking about the duckings. I'm putting cases on all these dudes 24-hour shoot program. If they agree to the term, that's on them. No excuses. Yeah. Never heard of him until Tank beat him. Yeah, well, Mr. Sex, you don't know everything. Yeah, you know, but I give Tank a B mine because along with former champion, he beat some young guys in their prime too. Most of them in the prime. And see, they gonna say, Nice gonna say I'm saying something, but looking at Tank's resume, none of these dudes were over 30. None of these dudes Tank Davis fought was over 30 years old. All of them was, but I ain't gonna mention the champion because I said I wasn't gonna mention it. But all of them was under 30. Way under 30. You know, way under 30. And then let's go to the rest. Then let's go to the you know. Fact, none of them fought. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Thurman bust him up. Frank Martin versus Shakur was verbally agreed, but Frank backed out. Yeah, he didn't. Ryan fought 2 of the 4. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. In that case, we got to give Ryan his props. Ryan fought all of them. Cool, just got Tank been in 2019. T.O. Nat. Nah, we ain't doing Teofimo Lopez. I'm not doing T.O. I'm doing the people on the thumbnail. Because Teofimo Lopez got the best. He has the best resume. I wouldn't do T.O. I would give T.O. without even looking. Teofimo got an A. He got an A. You wrong as hell, sexy level out. Tank fought him before Thurman. Exactly. T.O. fought none. If Tank didn't have KO power, he would have. If for the 5th, we all be drunk, man. It's sad. Keyshawn outgrew 35. Yeah, we knew that though. Keyshawn big as shit. Keyshawn big as shit, man. Pedraza was good. Yeah, when Tank beat Pedraza was like that. Pedraza was like that. He, you know, when Keyshawn fought him 6 years, 7 years later, whatever it was, and brought him back down to 35, he was done. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't look at these things. All they're gonna say is Keyshawn fought a former champion. If you look at the way Next Generation was saying it earlier, they'll say, "Oh, Keyshawn fought a former champion, Jose Pedraza." 7 years later, he was done, drained. They brought him back down to 35. You know, Jason, what's going on, Jason? Boyer was undefeated when Tank stopped him, and saying Boyer was like that is strong word. I like Boyer. Boyer was like that. Who beat him? Boyer was undefeated. Wasn't nobody beating Boyos. Boyer was undefeated. The champion was back then. Josh Taylor was the champion, and wasn't nobody beating Josh Taylor. Next Generation. Name them. Who was beating Mario Boyos? Only one. He was undefeated. Josh Taylor was the champion. They just didn't collide. They just didn't fight. I would love to see that, but you know, shit happened. We don't get to fight. When Mario Boyos had that regular WBA championship, Josh Taylor was undisputed champion of the world. And see, and that's the difference between the Josh Taylor Teofimo fought and that Josh Taylor. The Josh Taylor that beat beat Vitas Prograis. After that, Vitas was done. Then, so we gotta. If you're gonna talk about it, we can really break it down because I can really break it down. Whatever fighters, you know what I mean. Santa Cruz was giving Tank good work until. Well, you keep bringing up crazy stuff, man. We talk about resume, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? Ryan cheated. Tank has fought 0 Hall of Famers. Okay, all right. Did you say something? You know, y'all hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You know, and love Tank for 0 Hall of Fame. Okay, don't mention Pitbull. He has always been trash. People scared of Pitbull though. They ain't want that smoke. Yeah, that's why I didn't put T.O. in this category because T.O. resume better than all of them. I agree, but I would give T.O. a B plus. Yeah, T.O. got an A to me. Ryan cheated one of the 4 kings, and he was drained for the other one. Ryan put them paws on that kid, man. This is unrelated, but I would love to see Pitbull versus Kid Austin. Yeah, they wouldn't let that. Kid Austin, Pitbull can take them punches. He ain't knocking Pitbull out. That's the difference. He not gonna knock because Pitbull don't have a neck. To me, it's an A. Soon Shakur will outgrow 35. Well, next generation, you know what I noticed about you, man? You discredit everybody when they say something. You know, it's just opinions, man. It's just opinion. Your opinion is Till resume is a B plus. My opinion is it's an A. I mean, we have difference of opinion, but you discredit people when they say something all the time, man. I mean, you got to stop that, man. Why only for one of them, according to Dev's court case? You can't get that ass whooping out your mind. How Tank the supposed be face of boxing couldn't make those fights. He didn't make them. It didn't happen this section. Theo resume is better than 3 of them for real. Theo female resume better than all of them. Y'all gonna keep saying the stipulation and all that bullshit. They got in the ring and fought. If they didn't want to fight, they shouldn't have got in the ring. It's just as simple as that. Yeah, no contest against Dev. Nah, man, you can't take that. You can't take that out your mind, champ. I mean, you know what I mean? Telling Regis was 1 and 2 when Tank fought Boyo. Shakur asked Haney. Haney moved up. Nah, you're right. I could see Boyos and Josh Taylor. That would have been. I was mad that they didn't fight. That's the fight I thought they was going to make before he fought Regis. I thought they were going to make Josh Taylor and Mario Boyos. But I don't know why they didn't fight. But then Tank moved up and beat him, and that ended that. Score asked Tank, and he said, "Whatever you did, Duck." I don't remember that midsection. If people fighting them rightful weight cut, who has Bud for? Well, Bud Crawford is next. Matter of fact, all right, let's do Bud Crawford. Let's do Bud Crawford now, you guys. Bud is next. Bud Crawford. Now we about to do Bud Crawford. All 3 of them solid beats, stalemate, fighting that guy. I say Leo Hall of Famer, but yeah, Leo Santa Cruz, he going to Hall of Fame. C plus. If he beats Canelo, B. Y'all ain't even listen to the resume. What's wrong with y'all, man? Crazy say B, A plus. What? See? But I ain't gonna say that. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Canelo alone put Bud resume on a solid A. No, he don't. No, he don't. One man do not put your resume on a solid nothing. Man, y'all ain't even let me read, and then y'all put. Nice say B plus. Jason say C. Totally say D. Y'all funny as shit, man. Monica say A plus. People Spencer and tomato cans. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to it. Wait a minute. Let me get to it. All right. Since Bud always say Ricky Burns, that's what we're gonna start with. Ricky Burns. Y'all ready? All right. Let's start with it. Ricky Burns, Gamboa, Beltran, Thomas Delorme, Juan Dieri, Victor Postal, John Molina, Felix Diaz, Julius Ndango, Hank Lundy, Jeff Horn, Jose Benavidez Jr., Amir Khan, Mean Machine, Regis Kavalaskis, Kell Brook, Sean Porter, David Avancian, Earl Spence Jr., and Israel Mazamov. Now, Bud Crawford, what do you guys give Bud Crawford resume? All right, let me see. C minus, Lou. All right, I got you, Jason. And y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button. Share the video. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. We just breaking down resumes. Ray B say B plus. Nuke say solid C. Son of God say A. Ain't nobody else say Coach say Prescott. Miss Texas say A plus. Bud the best boxer right now. A plus. Come on, y'all. We got 30 people in here. Y'all put in there. What you saying? 2 cents. Who you got? Put A, B, C, or D, Hannibal. I don't want to read all the rest of that crap you talking. Give me what y'all got for Bud Crawford resume. I'm gonna give Bud Crawford resume a B minus. I'm gonna give it a B minus C plus. B minus C plus. That's what I'm gonna give Bud Crawford. B minus C plus. You know, it's the same. So that's what I'm giving. I'm gonna give him a B minus. So that's like a C plus. T said A. Hannibal say A. Who's that guy? Canelo say, who's that guy? I think I still got this on the phone. Where is that? Let me see. That was so funny. I tell y'all, the English speaking Canelo like that, man. Canelo said, who's that guy? All right, y'all ready?
Champion in them. Mr. Post. So Postal wasn't elite. Who? Victor Postal. Who's that guy? Oh, so he wasn't commercialized. He wasn't. Who's that? Who's that?
Who's that guy? Incomplete. Oh my God. 2 cents give my eye. Might be an A now, man. Tell me why y'all giving these grades now, Miss Sexy. She trolling. Real boxing say B. Okay. B plus A minus next generation. All right. Nikki J, what's going on, sweetheart? Give us your take. If he beats Canelo A plus, well, Canelo, we talking about right now. That's too high, Lou. A C plus? A C plus? A B minus is really a C plus. I'm giving Bud Crawford a C plus. Nikki J said A plus for Bud and Haney. Okay. 2 cents say C plus. Mr. Shelton said Crawford A. His resume filled with Olympic. We ain't talking about, I don't care about all that champion stuff. We just talking about the resume. Will say B plus. Bub. So you give him an extra A plus. How you gonna do that? How you gonna give a man an extra A plus, champ? Oh man. Uncertified Horn, Gamboa, Lakers. He's a minus or a D plus. Oh my God, y'all is so funny, man. But you know, hey, see, and you know, it's people's opinion, man. Everybody have an opinion. Everybody have an opinion, man. So there y'all go. Y'all want to hit the link? Come on in here and debate about them resumes we just said, and some content. And while y'all put it up there, hit the link. I'll put y'all up on here for a minute. I give Bud Crawford a C plus. He sold nothing. He failed. He got to repeat his career. Damn. You know, Bud Crawford fought a lot of C level guys. If you read his resume, most everybody on here was like a C. You know, he fought, you know, when he fought them, a lot of them were C's. You know, he failed. He got to repeat he whipped the shit out of Earl. Yeah, that he did do. He beat Earl like he stole something. Lee say solid B plus. He didn't fight any generational talent. Awesome. But one convincing. I like that. I like the way he brought it down and talked. See, that's how y'all should be breaking it down, man. You know. Oh Lord. You know. But that's how y'all should be breaking it down. What's up, Mr. Shelton?
Lewis, what's up, brother? What's going on?
Man, I'm just trying to have a civilized show today and just talk about resume. That's all.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And I like the way it went. It went pretty good, man. Except for everybody started putting their own narratives in it.
People always gonna do that, especially when it comes to their favorite fighter.
Yeah. So out of all 4 of them resumes, what you think about them?
I think they was all rated accurate. I think what the breakdowns you had and the ratings they got was all pretty much accurate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like people talking about this fight between Norman and Haney, right? Well, the only person that really got something to prove in that fight, if you really want to be honest, is Norman, because he really ain't fought nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Haney has been in there with bigger names than Norman, so Norman's the one with something to prove.
Mm-hmm. Jason, what's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Ain't too much of nothing. We got 2 cents in here. What's up, 2 cents?
What up, y'all?
I got
What's
a real
going
question,
on?
though. Outside of aerospace, to name one fighter that Bud actually fought that could beat anybody in the top 10. Serious question.
I mean, but the question,
Kell Brook.
no, because then you say like Kell Brook and Sean Porter, but you still got to take it into account the time when Bud fought them.
Sean Porter was already beat up with a messed up hip.
How come Terrence Crawford is everybody? Hold on. How come all of Terrence Crawford's top opponents was their last fight?
That's their fault.
Because they were already done.
Exactly.
They should have signed a contract then.
No, it's because they were already done, Mr. Shelton. Mr. Shelton, just because they signed the contract, don't change the facts, bro. I don't know why you always saying that.
That's what I'm telling you.
It doesn't change the facts. It doesn't change the facts.
But we're not nut hugging. We're not nut hugging. We're talking about facts.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said, brother. I said you're trying to make an excuse for these dudes. They was this, they was that, they was this. If they was all of that, why did they take the fight?
Did I say is that why they lost? No, that's not the point, bro.
Bud is still trash.
Okay, well, until somebody beat him, I disagree.
Well, he ain't fought nobody.
Fight somebody in their prime and not when they about to retire, Shelton.
And Canelo said the same thing, and like he said, then you would just be another nobody that I fought.
Who is that guy?
The same thing he told Spence, he told Canelo. You would just be another nobody that I fought.
Y'all keep thinking Canelo. Y'all keep thinking Canelo is Earl Spence. And guess what?
Victor Postal. Who's that other guy?
Who's that guy?
So Postal wasn't elite. Who?
Hey,
Victor Postal. Who's that other guy?
You know what I do know? I'm gonna tell you what I do know. I'm gonna tell you what I do know. I do know that we're gonna find out. That's what I do know.
Yeah.
On September 13th, we're gonna find out. Somebody's gonna be right, and somebody's.
Do they have a venue yet? How we know the fight's even happening? They're scheduling on a day where a game is supposed to be happening.
Allegiant Stadium, brother. Allegiant Stadium, brother. Hey, if you go on your Google and Google Allegiant Stadium and look at the events, you'll see it.
I don't waste time. I don't waste time typing in Bud's name. Only look up
don't ask the question then. Then don't ask the question.
Don't ask the question. You sound like you're in your feelings. You going to this training camp? You sound like you're in your feelings.
You know,
Bud is trash.
You going to the fight, Mr. Shelton? You going to the fight, Mr. Shelton?
I would go to the fight for free.
Of course.
Is y'all going to talk about anybody else resume besides Bud's, man?
I don't care.
Can I say something?
Wait a minute, y'all talking to me. Everybody talking at the same time. Go ahead, y'all.
Go ahead, 2 cents.
And I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna say one thing and then hang up. Can we get to somebody that actually has a resume that we can actually discuss? He fought Spence, and that's that. Can we get on to the next thing? I'm out.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Jason. My man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Go ahead, 2 cents.
This is my question. So Lou just read over Tank's resume, and he fought a lot of champions, like Lou mentioned. Is the only reason why y'all say Tank ain't fought nobody is because he didn't get the fight for all those belts that Bob Arum had over there at Top Rank?
Bob Arum ain't wore no belt ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm saying, like, why is his resume so worse than like a Shakur Stevenson resume, which is his resume is way better.
Did you see what I gave his resume to?
No, I didn't see what you gave his resume. And if it don't apply to you, then I'm talking to the chat.
I gave his resume an A.
Oh, you gave his resume an A. Okay. No,
Yes.
So you ain't never said Tank ain't fought nobody?
I said he ain't fought the guys I would have wanted him to fight. I never said he didn't fight anybody. He fought a lot of champions. He fought guys.
Lou, you never heard Mr. Shelton say he ain't fought nobody, Lou?
No, I never said that. Lou ain't never heard me say that. I said he didn't fight the guys I want him to fight. I never said he didn't fight nobody. He fought
I don't know,
Barrios.
Mr. Shelton. I'm gonna have to roll the tape on you. I think I heard you
Barrios is not a nobody. Pedraza is not a nobody. Santa Cruz is not a nobody.
It was another guy that said that.
What's going
how
on,
y'all doing? Salute, brother. No, it was another guy that said it. How y'all doing? Everybody good?
What's happening, brother? What's going on with you?
What's good, man? Yeah, it was another guy that said who ain't fought nobody either. I think he even made a song about it. His name was Roy Jones. So we can do this with everybody. We can do this with everybody's resume. That's what all the people I really give credit. We can do it with everybody. You can do it to Mike Tyson. Look at Mike Tyson's first 19 fight. It was like they said Joe Louis was going on the freaking Bum of the Month, a Bum of the Year tour. You can do this with everybody's resume at the end of the day. You know, we can do it with all our favorite fighters. We can do it with everybody's resume. All the people I really give credit to, I'm gonna say credence to. You take a heavyweight, for instance. Like, when you've been in the heavyweight division, it's like playing a game of Russian roulette because anybody can get you. Because that's how hard them dudes is hitting. You know what I'm saying? You go back and look at a lot of these guys' resume, they got some hiccups on there because they got clipped in the heavyweight division. You know, you got guys like, how you lose to this guy? He got clipped. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day,
Earl fought good fighters in their prime. I think he got a good resume. I know we talking about. I think Earl Spence has a decent resume. I don't think you.
Earl Spence. I'm gonna tell you what Earl Spence. Where he lost me one time. I thought he was out of his mind. He said before he fought Bud, he had the nerve to mention Chris Algieri as one of his best people on his resume.
Yeah, he said
Chris Algieri. What kind of crap?
Who on his resume is better than Chris Algieri? I almost fell out my chair.
That's what that fool said. I said, I ain't got no shade to Chris Algieri, but the dude was a former kickboxer. I mean, so what are we talking about here? You know, and that's one of the reasons why Bud lost the fight. He underestimated Terrence. Him and Derek James underestimated Terrence. They said, "Oh, he ain't fought nobody." You know what I'm saying? All this stuff.
You know what I thought, Coach? This is what I thought. The biggest problem with Errol for me, 2 cents, was this. Errol Spence's biggest problem was that he fought the same guy over and over and over again. Same type of fighter. He never expanded his game because he never fought different styles. He fought one style for his whole career.
I mean, I'm trying to think. He fought one style.
He fought one style.
I wouldn't say that.
All them dudes
he fought the same style. He fought the same style as his last 6 fights.
Yeah, he did. Errol was just bigger and stronger and just basically just steamrolling these guys. Now, Sean Porter gave him some work. Sean Porter gave him some work.
He gave him some problems because he could move.
Yeah. But the rest of them guys, it was just wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat until I get you out of there. I'll break you down. You know what I'm saying?
And we tried to tell him for 3.5 years, Bud wasn't going to do that. Who?
Kell Brook gave him trouble. That was a good fight. Kell Brook.
Yeah, and even that, we can say Kell Brook was damaged goods. We can say he was damaged. See how we can do this with everybody?
Yeah, he had just got beat down and destroyed by Triple G like 11 months before he fought Earl. So
you know, we can do this with everybody's resume.
My
favorite fighter, your favorite fighter. We can do it with everybody's resume.
He was competitive.
And I agree. I tell them we can do this stuff. That's why I be telling people, man, we can break this. I can break everybody's resume down, everybody's, and break it down.
You can break Joe Frazier's resume down. You can break George Foreman's resume down.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to tell people. Stop acting like these guys is, above everybody else, man. Because we can put our own opinion on a lot of these guys, man. But out of the resumes that I did read,
the one thing I do agree with you on, Lou, is this. I do believe that sometimes you got to look at the fighter and when the time that they fought.
When they fought him. That's what I tell people all the time. When did you fight that guy? What kind of fighter was he? People don't say that. They go on these other podcasts and listen to them to spread their own narrative. That's fine. But when you fought this fighter, coach, what kind of fighter was he when you fought him? I don't care if he was an ex-champion or not.
Hey, Ludo, but also to add to that point, in the boxing game, you know this, we all know this. You got something called a handler. These boxers don't make their own fights. You got somebody, and they call them a handler for a reason. That means they pick your fights, and they say when you gonna fight, and they say who you gonna fight, and they give you a date. So that's that's the reason why a lot of times we don't get these fights. It ain't that the fighters don't want to fight. It's the suits that's calling the shots. No.
Do you know who exposed that though? 2 years ago, Gary Russell Jr. exposed that. Mr. Gary Russell, he exposed that. He said these dudes don't make their own fights. These dudes have matchmakers. They matchmake fights for these guys.
But you got to have a date also. You got to remember, you got to have a date. Now, this how network works. If a network feels that you don't bring any value to their network, or not going to put any butts in the seat, or not going to get any viewership, you are not going to get a date because you are not a draw. They have no reason to put you on TV. So that's why we keep saying, why he didn't fight him? That's why they didn't fight him. Either the money wasn't there, the network gonna pay for it, or the pay-per-view number one gonna be right. It was always something. It ain't that the guys are afraid to fight each other, or it's always a handler. It's a timing thing. Like, look, we ain't gonna fight this guy right now. A lot of time they already got these guys' careers mapped out for the first 2 years. Like, you gonna fight this guy, you gonna fight this guy, you gonna fight this guy, and then you gonna fight this guy. They already know who they gonna fight.
That's just the business. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong with that. That's the business.
I got a prime example for you, though, 2 cents. Here's a prime example for you. Think of the Caleb Plant that fought David Benavidez February of last year, right? Do you think Armando Resendez beats that guy? I don't think so.
Nah, Caleb Plant looked like trash, man.
But Armando Resendez beat the Caleb Plant he fought in May of this year. That was two different Caleb Plants. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Well, that could be Silk Sheep Caleb Plant. It may not be that one.
Exactly.
It may be a rich guy who got millions of dollars in the bank. Caleb Plant.
But Mr. Shelton,
guy.
Yeah, but that's different than strategically waiting somebody out to the end of their career, and it's seeming like all the best fighters you fighting, you they last fight.
But you said that's disingenuous though. Like we already said, we have handlers, you have networks, you have promoters who don't want to work with each other. These promoters have freaking egos; they don't want to work with each other. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just put it all on the fighters. You got to put it on the suits.
Here you go, 2 cents. Here you go. This is how you get it. All right. Errol Spence's moniker was what? Strap season,
why you think I don't get it? Wait, hold on. Why you think I don't get it? I get it.
What I'm saying is, his moniker was strap season, right?
Yes.
That's what he said. So why you had to get the straps in that order? You could have went and got Bud strap anytime you want. Wasn't you the biggest draw at welterweight?
You know why he did that?
Him at any time.
No, he could not have, y'all. Why would he go across
Hold
the
on,
street?
I got this too. So Mr. Shelton, stop the bullshit.
Hold on, wait. Why couldn't he?
Why couldn't he? Because back then it was other side of the street. You know that. So stop the bullshit.
That's exactly
what I'm saying.
No, wait a minute. You said you asked 2 cents, and I'm gonna.
That's exactly what Coach just said.
You asked 2 cents a question, and I'm trying to answer it. We can't keep talking over each other.
That's why I asked the question, Because, like I said, I asked her the question because Coach just gave her the answer, but she wasn't listening. He just gave her the answer.
I was listening. I don't agree, Mr. Shelton. I know the answer. I don't agree.
But you just said the same thing I just said. You said it in a different way.
Listen.
You said across the street politics. That's the suits. Don't want to work with each other.
But we can also agree that boxers are also strategic to when they fight fighters. It's both. We're both right.
And we can also agree that Bob Burnham came out and said he wasn't trying to make the fight.
That's what the suits. That's what I'm saying.
So stop blaming Earl back then. Bob said it too. It can go both ways, man. You know. But I'm still trying to talk about these resumes. Out of them 4 resumes I just read off, you guys. Who you guys give the
Tank has the best one.
The best resume.
I give it to Tank.
Crawford.
Yeah. It's between Crawford and Tank with the best resumes.
Damn.
I would probably edge.
I think Tank fights more risky fights, considering like he's fought a lot of hard hitting fighters that if he get caught, his ass could possibly be going to sleep.
But
I don't see a lot of other fighters
too, though.
Oh, who he put simulations on?
Put him on Barrios. Put a stipulation on him.
He moved up in weight. Okay, who else?
You put a stipulation on Ryan.
Because Ryan liked to play weight games, and y'all clearly seen what he did to Devin Haney.
I think he put one on Rolly, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that.
No, Rolly was big as hell in that fight. He ain't put nothing on Rolly. He doesn't put anything on anybody he's fighting at the weight. I don't know why people keep trying to act like he just put weight classes on.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Is not true.
And this is a serious question. Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever seen Tank in person?
Tiny.
He's a little guy.
Tank like
5'3" or something.
Man, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
What you mean?
He's 5'4". Tank can make 130 if he wanted to.
They want to see him fight at a disadvantage so he can prove he's great.
No, what I want him to do is if you're too small for 135, go to 130. But if you fighting at 135, stop crying.
He's not too small for 135. He fights everybody at 130. He fights everybody at 135. Why do y'all keep saying that? He's only put a weight class on Barrios when he moved up.
Was you just listening to Lou? Lou the one that just said he can make 130, then go to 130 then.
But Mr. Stelz, you trying to put the fake narrative. You always do that bullshit. Nobody will hear that shit, man. Tank Davis fights at 135, and he fought everybody that in his weight class at 135. You know what I mean? Ryan was moving up to 140. He was up to 140. He brought Ryan down. Barrios was 140. He moved up. So who he didn't fight at his weight class?
I don't know. Shit, I don't care.
Well, I'm just saying. You said it.
I want to see him fight. You know what I want to see? I want to see him fight this dude again. Fight the dude you fought in May. Fight him again. That's what I want.
I would have liked to see him fight Shakur, Devin, and T.O. I think it's a shame that
them days over with. That's why I don't talk about him. Only one who probably will fight is Shakur Stevenson. He's not fighting Devin. He might fight T.O. if T.O. said 40, but Devin at 47. So y'all need to stop dreaming about that fight. It's never happened.
Yeah, I don't care about that fight. Never did.
I think Shakur. I think we'll see him fight Shakur. That's the match to make right there.
Exactly, 1,000% correct.
No, the match to make is Lamont Roach. That's the guy I want to see.
Oh yeah, well of course after that, then you see what going. If he win that fight, then Shakur will be next. Should be.
Y'all know Shakur not. It's the fact that Shakur keeps saying Tank got to get on board with this and that. Like y'all should know that fight not happening. That's
well, it could. If Turkey offer enough money, you never know. Money change people's minds.
I mean, you never know. Maybe he'll offer enough. I don't know, but it doesn't.
Yeah, Tank did say
honestly, if I were Tank, I wouldn't want to do nothing with Turkey. His promotion, his cars is trash. People don't watch him. His fights don't sell. Like it's just bad. Yeah, I get my money, but
I think you're capping right now on that too. So I think a lot of people will watch those fights.
How am I capping?
I don't know what you got to get. The guy put on good fights, man.
But nobody's watching them though.
I'm watching. I don't care about everybody else. I watch them. Everybody else on this panel watches them.
I'm talking about. Y'all serious?
Yeah, I'm watching the next. I watch every card he put on.
Trash, why you watching it?
I never said they were trash. I said he don't know how to promote them and nobody watches them.
But that's wrong though. That's not true.
It is true.
Wait, did you just say it was trash?
His promotion is trash. He doesn't know how to promote a fight.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, all right. You know what? None of these promotion companies, they do absolutely no promoting. They rely on YouTube channel to do all the promoting for them. That's why you don't see the promotions right now. Who does promotion?
Coach Eddie.
Who does top right? Don't do no promotion. They do very little promotion. They do very little promotion now. I'm telling you. When the last time you seen a commercial or a promo or something? I mean, ain't Tank supposed to be fighting in August? We ain't seen nothing. Ain't seen not one goddamn commercial, not one promo,
not one anything.
Hey,
maybe
Coach,
he not fighting in August.
Are you on? Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Coach, are you on the Instagram?
Nah, I ain't even on Instagram. I don't even have Instagram.
You know they don't put commercials no more on TV. You know that, right?
Yeah, like I'm old school.
Okay,
man,
well, what you talking about then? They put them commercials now on Twitter, on Instagram.
They promote on social media. They promote on Roku and stuff like that. Fire Sticks. They promote and do stuff like that.
Well, they got this fight on Prime. They got the Mario Barrios Manny Pacquiao fight. They promoting that on Prime.
Oh, okay, all right. Hey, you learn something new every day. Like I only have an Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on none of them social media programs.
Stop saying they don't promote it if you're not there to look at it.
What's going on? And Pitbull Road. Pitbull Fierro too. Okay, that's a good little card, y'all. That's a nice little card on 19.
And which one of you guys was it, Coach? Did you say Tank to fight in Saudi Arabia? That's what you said?
Now I said if he makes it worth his while, if Tank says he's open to working with Turkey Al-Sheikh, that's the last comment that he made. So if he offers him enough money, he feel like it's worth his while. It's a one-time deal. Why not take it?
Only way Tank Davis ever work with that man if he work with Al Heyman.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
that's what he said. He said if Al's cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Exactly. So we never know. It might happen. It might not. But it could be a joint adventure. I've been saying this. Amazon and PBC do a joint adventure, but Tank is not fighting over Saudi Arabia. That's the problem.
Why not?
Well, he said he don't want to.
Well, the thing about it, that's cool. It's been such a buffet of boxing that I'm really not like, if he fights, fine. If he doesn't, fine. It's like these fighters, they don't fight enough anyway to even keep you like interested. We waiting on, we waiting on Lamont Roach fight. I'm looking for that announcement. I want to see the rematch, man. When they gonna do it? Who knows? I heard it's gonna be in December. I don't know if that's a rumor, a YouTube rumor, or what.
What you talking about? That fight is August the 16th.
But somebody put out a rumor, somebody pushed it back to December. So how people, that's how it is on the internet. People be saying stuff.
I don't listen to everybody. Y'all got to stop. I keep telling y'all, stop listening to everybody. So let me ask you a question. You think they've been training camp right now to December?
I want the fight to happen in August. I'm just saying what I heard.
Do you think if it was in December, they would be training right now? And training camp?
They probably be just staying in the gym, shaking out. There would be no
exactly. So, but they in training camp, so it's not in December.
Yeah, all I did was went to Allegiant Stadium and looked at the events, and I saw it there. So
it's locked in.
That's what Allegiant Stadium say they have it. The Allegiant Stadium say they have it.
I don't know where it's going to be. I know it's August the 16th.
No, I'm sorry, not Allegiant Stadium. I'm sorry. Not Allegiant, T-Mobile, my bad. Go to T-Mobile. It's there.
They fighting it. That's T-Mobile Vegas, right?
Las Vegas. They fighting at T-Mobile Arena.
Hey, can't wait.
Yeah, the other fight is happening at Allegiant Stadium, my bad.
Monica said, yes, Lord, Tank can fight. Yes, he can fight on Mars, Venus, and sell it. Why not Saudi Arabia? Because he don't have to, Monica. That's the difference between him and your fighter. He don't have to fight in Saudi Arabia. He don't have to. Bud got to go over there to get the big check. Tank don't. He gets paid right here in United States of America. Where he ain't got to worry about getting robbed, cheated, man going to tell the refs to change the scorecards and none of that stuff.
Yeah,
so
he don't have robbed and cheated right here in America. We've seen that before.
But he hasn't. So he don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. He don't have to. Them other guys do. Right, Teach?
Yep.
Hey, I'm glad that Turkey's giving these guys the payday. They have a venue that they can go fight. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, if you're a boxer, you gotta have your bag and you gotta be willing to travel sometimes. Especially with all these networks like Showtime folded up, HBO folded up, ESPN. I heard they folding up, so these guys gotta have somewhere to fight, man. Otherwise, they ain't gonna eat. Otherwise, they're gonna be on Pro Box. Otherwise, they're gonna be on Team Combat League. You see. I'm not being funny.
Hey, man,
you see a lot of guys. You see a lot of.
Ain't nothing wrong with Pro Box, man.
No, I'm saying, but they ain't making the money that they was. I mean, I seen you seen a lot of guys who used to fight on Showtime are fighting on Team Combat League right now. Right now,
fighting on Pro Box too.
Because they don't have the dates anymore. It's a lot of fighters right now. See, what we have is like a downside. You have a lot of fighters right now, and you don't have enough dates. That's what the issue is.
We had certain fighters fighting in
I think the
BLK
Pro
Prime.
Box and the Combat League, I think that's good for boxing. Now it's spreading it out. You can get more fights. You'll have more fights. There's more opportunity for different fighters at different levels to have opportunities to fight. I think it's a good thing.
But they ain't making the money that they was making though. They took a pay cut. They took a major pay cut.
Because they can pay their light bill though. See, they got to pay their light bill, their gas bill. They can pay it now.
Yeah, I mean, they can put some food on the table, but like I said, when Showtime, when HBO dropped out of boxing, that was a huge blow for boxing, right? That HBO and Showtime.
Do you know why?
Do
you know why HBO dropped out of boxing?
Nah, enlighten me.
Because nobody was watching the shit.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Because they was trying to put those European, but the same thing Turkey doing, trying to put the European, UK fighters.
Do you know why Showtime got out of boxing, Coach?
Well, I guess because the viewership, I guess, right?
Because the numbers was down. Nobody was watching the shit.
Now, is it all? You guys also remember too that we had a lot of competition. Like UFC came, UFC came on the same too. So they still in a lot of the fans.
Exactly. So it's all about numbers. You got competition. It's all about numbers, bro. What people got to understand is this: we love boxing, but boxing is a niche sport. Boxing is not the NFL, the NBA. It's not up there with them. People ain't watching that shit like that.
Now you're right. You're right. The UFC kicked in. Now you got a guy like Jake Paul who can come on the scene, and make big waves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it wasn't nothing personal.
But that's because Jake Paul already had 20 million followers, y'all. If anybody coming to boxing with 20 million followers, being mentored by fucking Floyd Mayweather and getting all his help, they could do that too. He already had the following. He already had the financial backing.
That's the business of boxing.
Yeah.
1,000%. Let me ask y'all though, man. Let's get back on topic, man. Out of all these resumes that I read, y'all give me 2 fighters from each resume was their best fight.
We'll go first. You want to go first?
Let's do Devin Haney resume first. Who was his 2 best wins?
Loma.
His 2 best wins to me were Lomachenko and Linares. Those are 2 most accomplished fighters he fought.
Yeah, I would have to say Linares and Loma.
Yeah, it's
why Linares?
He overcame adversity in that fight. Ain't that when he got clipped?
Yeah, but Linares was older too, though.
But Linares ain't won in 5 fights. He was done.
Linares was a 3-division world champion.
You got it. We ain't talking about. We talking about inside the ring. We don't care about him being 3-time world champion 20 years ago. I don't care about that.
Okay, so I still would have picked Linares over goddamn Cambosis. And I still would have picked Linares over goddamn Cambosis.
I think it was
him or Regis. It's either Regis or
it got to be Loma and Regis. Devin best win.
It can't be Regis. Regis was trash. Regis had just got dropped by some dude you never heard of. Regis trash.
Well, I think stylistically it was a stylistically favorable fight for Devin because Regis has heavy feet. It's a lot of times it ain't that the fight is trash. It's just based on that style. Devin's a fleet-footed fighter, and we just couldn't keep up with the kid, man.
Regis was done, but he wasn't as done as Lenoir was. Lenoir's been done.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would love to see that fight, but the Regis that fought Josh Taylor probably would have beat Devin. The Regis that Devin fought had no shot.
Everybody saying Loma and Regis. Okay. So y'all say Loma and Regis, and Mitch Shelton say Loma and Lenoir. Okay, let's go to Tank Davis. Who's Tank Davis best to win?
probably gonna be Pedraza gonna be probably one of his best, and you can probably throw either Pitbull or Barrios in there.
Y'all name a million people. I just say two people, man. Just name two people. Who you think?
Pitbull and my man, he fought Pedraza. They're my two.
I'll go with Barrios and Pedraza.
Who you got, Teach?
Come back to me last because I want to get everything off.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Barrios and Pedraza myself, and I was gonna go with Barrios and Ryan too, though. But I'm gonna say Pedraza, Barrios and Pedraza. Who you think, 2 Cents? She busy.
What's your question, Lou? What's your question?
Tank Davis' 2 best wins on his resume.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say Pedraza. I don't know. I'm gonna say Pedraza. I want to say Leo Santa Cruz. I mean, not Leo Santa Cruz. Pitbull, because he did it with one hand while Pitbull was applying all that pressure and coming forward. But I will go with Pedraza and Mario Barrios.
Yeah. Jason,
I think Leo Santa Cruz was a good win too, though.
Yeah, it was. I can go Ryan and Barrios too, though, like Jason did. So
Ryan was a good one too.
Terrence Crawford resume.
Ricky Burns and Victor Postal.
I'm gonna go with Jose Benavidez.
Oh my God, y'all stupid.
He was shot in the leg.
That was a good fight though. That was a good scrap. That was a good scrap.
Man, y'all gotta be trolling.
I ain't trolling. That was a competitive fight, man. The guy he was. I remember watching that fight. I thought Bud was gonna get clipped, man. That dude was trying to knock Bud head off, man. That was
life or death with a nigga with one leg. Boy had a knee brace on in the ring.
Man, Jamal Charlo went 12 rounds with the dude, and he a bigger guy. So what we saying, 2 Cent? Come on, we got to keep it 100 now. Jamal Charlo couldn't even stop a man who Bud knocked out. And Jamal a bigger guy.
Who you talking about?
What's the
Jamal Charlo? He fought Benavidez. He didn't stop him. He went 12 rounds with him.
He had just got shot though. Jose Benavidez was recovering from being shot.
I got this. I got it, 2 Cents. Coach, wasn't Jamal just coming off a 2.5-year layoff?
So we gonna do that again.
You mentioned the bullshit. You mentioned the bullshit. So
that's your opinion, brother. You know what I'm saying? The man was a career 140 pounder.
Let me ask you this: if Jamal would have fought Jose Benavidez right after he fought like J. Rock Williams or somebody like that, you don't think he would have knocked him out?
I would have picked. I thought he was gonna knock him out when he fought him then.
Okay.
He should have knocked him out. I felt like he should have knocked him out.
What's Crawford 2 best wins, Mr. Shelton?
Oh, 2 best wins for Bud. Shit.
The number 1 pound for pound best fighter on the planet. What's his 2 best wins?
Spence and Madrimov.
Madrimov? He only had 11 fights.
Did he not have a strap? Was he in the higher division? He was a champion, right?
Lomachenko only had 13 fights, but everybody gave him all the credit in the world. They say that's white Jesus right there. So which one?
Madrimov is not Lomachenko, Coach Eddie. Come on now.
I'm gonna say
wait. Was
wait a minute, Michelle. You say who you had to say. Let me say it. Since Crawford fought Victor, he always say Victor Postal. I'm gonna say Victor Postal and Earl Spence Jr.
Okay, that's cool. I can argue with that.
Oh, Monica said the same thing.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the thing with like, it's like now you just need like maybe 2 good fighters on your resume versus before it seemed like the fighters, the older fighters they had. Is it because they had more elite A+ or
no, because they
fighters
were
to
better
fight?
fighters. They were better fighters. That's what it is. They were better than these guys today.
And there was more of them.
But how can you say they were better though?
Easily.
They were better fighters because they fought more often, they trained harder, and they were more active. And there was only 1 or 2 belts. Also. It wasn't 4 belts. And you had trainers, you didn't have coaches. You had trainers back then. They taught you how to box.
All right. So who next? Devin Haney? Did we do Haney?
You did Haney.
I ain't hear no 2 wins. I just heard. We said Linares, Lawman Linares.
Oh, I think the last one to do was Shakur. You got to do Shakur's best win.
Don't run off me. 2 cents didn't tell me who was the 2 best wins were. Who's Bud's 2 best wins? 2 cents.
I think the Prescott win was a good win. That was a fight he was supposed to lose.
My headphones just died. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, Brady Prescott was a fight he was the underdog in that fight. I guess he was the unknown.
Everybody thought Breeze Prescott was gonna beat the brakes off him.
Because he had just flipped Amir Khan. Because Amir Khan was hot back then, and Prescott got him out of there.
Let's let Teach talk. Teach got something he want to say. Go ahead, Teach.
Go ahead, Teach. It's long soliloquy.
Yeah. So for me, I give Shakur a B, Tank a B, Haney a B, Crawford an A. Shakur, he hasn't fought any A-level fighters yet. Neither has Tank. Haney fought, you could say 1, Lomachenko, I guess. And Crawford, he pretty much fought Spence and Porter, me to become an A+, an A fighter. Shakur's best win, I said Valdez and Herring. Valdez and Herring. Tank, I would say Barrios and Ryan. Haney, I would say Loma and maybe Regis. Loma Regis, yeah. Obviously Bud, Spence, Porter. Yeah, that's how I would rate them.
That's how you rate them. Oh, okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that was a good lineup right there. Hey, what he said.
But like I said, man, when we be arguing about these people and their resumes, everybody gonna throw their own, thing into it, man, to make things. But we can break everybody's resume down and really break them down. Anybody that's fighting, we can really break them down, man. But it's just up to the people to be real about things, man. That's why I said just resumes and no accolades. Let's just do resumes. Because I'm still going to go with Floyd Mayweather said at his Hall of Fame speech. Forget the accolades. Resume should be what gets you in the Hall of Fame, not the accolades. Resume you mean who you fought. If you fought the best, accolades is accolades. You can easily get accolades, but who did you beat inside the square circle? That's what we should be talking about. Not because he was a 2-time lineal, 3-time undisputed. You can be 3-time undisputed and fought Boo Boo the Fool, John Gotti, and Mickey Ward. Well, not them two, but they good. My fault. But you see what I'm saying, man. We got to start going with the resume. The resume would put you in there. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the best resumes in boxing. That's what gets you accolades.
But you preaching to the choir. You got to talk to the boxing writers. They're the ones that do that shit, not us.
Nah, a lot of people does that. You go on to see Mitchell, you don't be on social media like that. That's all they talking about. Accolades, 2-time lineal, 3-time undisputed, he unified, he just fought a unified champion. Nigga was made unified 5 years ago. And they still adding that shit on because and this what gets me about these people, coach. Oh, he fought a champion. The nigga was the champion 10 years ago. So
Yeah,
you
that's
still
film
add
slam.
that to it? You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you another thing too. These guys is always, these guys are really fighting in weight classes that they're not supposed to be in, and that's why we don't have any champions. We have title holders because champions defend their titles. A champion is somebody who reigns in that division. Like, look at how many title defenses Bernard Hopkins had. That's a champion. Look how many title defenses Marvin Hagler had. That's a champion. These guys are cutting 25 pounds. That's why they can't stay there long. They can pick up a strap, because right now it's all about the business of boxing. They're literally trying to, it's like somebody cheating on a test. They're literally just trying to run around and grab all the accolades that they can to boost their profile so they can demand more money. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? They say, well, look what's on my profile. I was this champion, I was that champion. I want this amount of money. And there's no long reigning champions anymore because these guys are freaking fighting out of the weight class. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me give y'all for instance right quick. Wait a minute, Michelle. Let me give you a for instance right quick. Who resume is this? I'm just going to go through some names. He fought Floyd Mayweather Sr., Ronnie Shields. Yeah, I know. He know already. Wilfred Benitez, Davey Boy Green, Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns, Kevin Howard, Marvin Hagler, Donnie Lalonde, you know what I mean? Terry Norris, Hector Macho Camacho. I can go on and on with this dude's resume.
But how do we know in the future we won't look back and, like, how do we know during that time people didn't feel how we feel now? And in the future we gonna look back and people gonna feel, you know what I'm saying?
Back then they didn't feel that way though, too, since they didn't feel that way because they know them dudes were good fighters.
We was there. We watched it. We saw it. We lived it.
Exactly.
And all those dudes he named, when Sugar Ray fought them, they was at the top of their game.
And Coach, you old school. I can tell y'all right now, and I'm gonna say it again. And I know Mr. Sheldon will agree. We ain't even got named a big time name. Put Wilfred Benitez right now in this decade, he will beat everybody out there.
Yeah, even that. Yeah, I told somebody a prime Shane Mosley would rate the 135 pound division. They laughed me out the bill like I didn't know what I was talking about. A prime Shane Mosley 135 was a menace.
Yeah, who laughing about Shane Mosley? Shane Mosley.
That's bullshit. Hannibal, that's cap. Wait a minute, y'all. Let's address this. They say when they say Sugar Ray name, they say accolade. Bullshit. I ain't say one accolade. What accolade did he have? You don't even know what he had. What accolade did he have, Hannibal? You don't even know what the fuck he had. You just running your mouth, champ. There ain't nobody say nothing about no accolade when it comes to Sugar Ray Leonard.
And you know what? Here you go, Lou. And you forgot one. You forgot who he fought after Tommy Hearns. You remember who he fought after Hearns?
Who, Sugar Ray?
Yeah, you remember who he fought right after Hearns?
Yeah, I just said who he fought for Duran.
No, he went up to 54 and beat the brakes off of IU Kalule. You remember that?
Oh yeah. Because you know, it's just crazy. IU Kalule was 36-0. You know, so I'm just
beat the brakes off him.
It ain't got nothing to do with John Bossa. You just coming in here and I was just saying something. And y'all gotta stop saying people hating on young boxers. I'm just my opinion, champ.
So Sugar Ray fought what? Sugar Ray fought Benitez once. He fought Duran 3 times. He fought Hearns twice. Hagler once, right? So he beat Benitez the first time. Beat Duran 2 out of 3 times, right? One of them was a draw. One of them was a draw or something. I can't remember. Anyway,
one of them he lost.
Yeah, he beat Hearns once and Hearns a draw.
Yeah, and Hearns really won that fight. They gave.
To me, and people are gonna hate me for this. I don't think Sugar Ray's elite. He beat those guys, and he had like what 40 fights. Those guys back then been fighting like 100 times and stuff like that. He had like injuries in his career and all that stuff.
Yeah, he had that detachment. Not on Sugar Ray, he kind of peaked early, Because really, when Sugar Ray, to be honest, at age 34, he was done. To be honest, man.
I was just saying that to make a point, y'all. I don't want to dwell on the old school. So
He had a
I'm
short
just saying that to make a
career,
point, man.
He had a short career. Like, how could you find that elite? He just beat 4 people. That's it.
Teach, what is you talking about? Do you even use? I just named like 20 people. I just named 20 people, and you said 4. Do you even know anybody about the past? Oh, you're not a past guy, so that means you don't know. You know, you not.
You can't. Teacher's in his 30s, man. You can't listen to Teach.
I keep forgetting. Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting.
Teach wasn't even born when Sugar Ray was fighting.
Nah, I think the difference. I know you don't want to drill on the past. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end it. I think the difference that we see now get today's fighters and those fighters back then, they were coming off the heels of Muhammad Ali. You had a lot of foot movement. You had guys that was able to punch on the move. Today's fighter, they use the goddamn hand mitts entirely too much. It's the most overused things in the boxing gym. They think they're not getting trained. There's somebody standing there doing some rehearsed combinations with them, and you don't fight like that.
Because 2 cents back then, great fighters fought each other. Now, so-called great fighters duck each other.
Let me ask you a question, Coach, and this is just for you. How would a prime Boom Boom Mancini do today?
I think he's a tough out. He's a tough out for any of these guys. He's relentless. I mean, he wasn't, real polished, but he was a solid fighter. He came in good shape. See, those guys are 15-round fighters too. Those are 15-round fighters. You got to remember that, man.
Hey, teacher, everybody telling me to kick you off the panel.
You're telling me. I mean, I'm telling you, he had like 40 fights. You're telling me half of those fights were elite.
You shouldn't have said that, Pete. You making yourself not know boxing, man. I know you're young, man, but you shouldn't say that.
Out of the 40
you can take it
off, like 20 of them were elite. That's what you're telling me.
Hector Camacho was a problem, bro.
That was one of my favorite
Camacho
fighters.
was an elite boxer.
I mean, he would beat a lot of guys today. He would be a long reigning champion today.
All of them.
But
at 135,
like I said, we're not gonna skip to the subject, man. We're gonna keep going. Like I said, man, I was just saying that to say resume. And Hannibal, I just deleted that stupid ass comment you just made. I killed somebody about 3 months ago for saying the same stupid shit. Resume is not accolade. Did you even go to school? Did you graduate from college? Do you know any fucking thing?
Why you
Resume and accolades are totally different. It's not the same thing.
Don't get so upset, Lou. Don't get upset.
No, because I hate because he says stupid stuff on here and think he's right, but you got to put him in his place. Resume and accolade. Go Google it. You look at the meaning.
Yeah, resume is different from accolades. Hannibal, you know that.
He got to know. He's just an idiot. Ray Duck Pryor. I 1000% agree.
Everybody knows that. That's nothing new. Everybody know he ducked there. He moved out of the whole division to get away from Aaron Pro.
Miss Sexy say, leave Teeth alone. He doing his best.
Them dudes, they was on them PEDs back then too. That goddamn white, that cocaine.
That's not founded.
They was on that cocaine. That was their PED back then.
I mean, a lot of people was, man, but it wasn't founded, so I can't say that stuff.
Yeah, I was just making a joke, man. That PED, that was their PED with their cocaine. Couple lines.
Hey, can you imagine? Hey, think about this. Can you imagine today at 135, Alexis Arguello?
I said that last time, Mr. Shelton.
These dudes is in trouble.
2 cents, your guy in here, 2 cents.
HLD in the building.
Mm-hmm.
The only
HLD, what you laughing at, man? Now we coming up here spewing that hate.
We don't want to hear his loud ass.
Come out there, T.O. Cabin for T.O. non-stop, man.
All day, 24 hours a day.
The only T.O. Johnson bouncer I know.
T.O. is his guy, man. You can't be like that, man. I bounce on Ali's Johnson all the time, so I can't talk.
T.O. looking like a fool right now.
Muhammad Ali can do no wrong in my eyes, ever.
Oh, well, if you was in here yesterday, you'd have been mad. Some dude came here and say Muhammad Ali, he ran like Shakur all his fights.
That's crazy.
Hey, ask Joe Frazier, did he run? Ask George Foreman, did he run? Or ask Cleveland Williams, did he run? Ask him.
You say Curly McCullough in the second Hagler fight wanted none of that. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. McCullough was like that.
Oh, you talking about Mike the Body Jackson McCallum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hagler wouldn't fight him. He retired. He wasn't gonna fight him. He told him too. I ain't fighting you. I'm not fighting you, man.
Well, at least them guys back then, at least they admitted it. You know what I'm saying? They just say, look, man, I ain't fighting you, man. A lot of these guys, they say they gonna fight people and then just don't do nothing. I mean, even Floyd said the same thing. He said, look, don't ask me to fight none of these young dudes because I ain't doing it. And that came out of Floyd's mouth. He said, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm on my way out.
So if I get this right, when I put, I don't want to talk about the past. If I get this right, when I put the resumes up, everybody people gave Devin a B.
Right.
They gave Crawford a C plus. They gave Tank a C. They gave who else I say? Who was
Shakur?
Oh, they gave Shakur like a D.
Dang. They cooked Shakur, man.
They cooked Shakur, man. You know, that's crazy. You know, so you know, it just like I said, it's just crazy. Everybody's different. That's why I say we argue over crazy stuff. You know, but you know, everybody had a different opinion. You know,
that's what makes boxing beautiful. Though. That's what makes it great. That's what makes any sport. That's what makes any sport great. If everybody thought the same way, the shit would be boring.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, man. You know, and Hannibal said accolade is one component of your resume. You know, I could cook you real bad by that comment, but I'm not even going to do it. I done cooked you enough. You know, I'm not even. Hannibal say accolades is one component of a resume. You know.
Y'all keep going back and forth.
Because you can pick up a vacant belt. You know how many vacant belts Canelo picked up? Fought a weak champion to get those accolades? Come on, man. It's all about opportunities. If you got an opportunity to fight, they're going to make sure you get those belts in your possession.
Uh-oh. Like I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming.
What happened?
Read that.
Let me see. T.O. Best wrestler, about 25 years old, Hall of Fame. He is. Here he comes.
T.O.'s a duck, man. Hall of Fame duck. This man ducked $11 million, man. T.O.'s a clown, man.
I give him a solid B plus. I think he has a solid.
Well, let me ask you this, Coach. You say the man ducked $11 million, right?
That's the word on the
street. Do we know for sure? Hold on. Do we know for sure that the whole $11 million was for him?
All I know is, you know what? I don't know that.
I can't see nobody giving Teofimo Lopez $11 million to do anything.
Exactly.
Man, the dude behaved like a cokehead, man. He just be saying stuff, man.
Duck season.
Don't make any sense. I mean, even Bob Arum, his own promoter, said the man turned down fights all the time. Don't want to fight nobody. He say he want to call out everybody in the world. Then he turns around and fights with Steve Clay.
Well, since HLD brought it up, let's do it, y'all. We still got a lot of people in here. Let's go with 2019. We're gonna start with T.O. resume: Nakatani, Richard Comey, Lomachenko, George Kambosos, Pedro Campos, Sandor Martin, Josh Taylor, Jermaine Ortiz, Steve Claggett, Arnold Barboza. Now, that ain't looking too good towards the end. And they ain't looking too good towards the end, HLD.
Let's go with okay.
He going down, down.
The names you named, that's what we started with. We started with Nakatani.
Nakatani, Richard Comey. You give them all of them a good fights.
And we ended with Barboza.
Lomachenko, them 3 good ass fights right there. Right. Then he lost to George Kambosos. And then he fought Pedro Campa. Then he beat Sandor Martin. Josh Taylor, Jermaine Ortiz, Steve Claggett, Arnold Barboza.
B. I give him a B.
C plus.
Give him a B.
So
yeah, give him a B.
But some of his performances were questionable in a lot of those fights because some of the fights was like trash.
The loss to Kambosos, the loss to Sandor Martin, because everybody just saw that fight, thought he lost. The struggle with Jermaine Ortiz, that brings his resume down. B or C.
Looking like the elephant man. Yeah. Steve Claggett looking like the elephant.
If anybody at 35, if anybody else lost to Kambosos at 35, their whole career will be over.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go. Say that again for people in the back.
Got a point.
So Tio caught Nakatani when he was good. Tio caught Comey when he was good. Tio caught Loma when Loma was good. And he caught Josh Taylor when Josh Taylor was good. So he has.
No, he did. No, he did. Josh Taylor was done.
For 415 days. Josh Taylor had been on for 412 days, and Josh Taylor had lost to
been out the weight division. He should have been out the weight division.
I told you a long time ago. Wait a minute, Miss Shelton. Wait a minute, Miss Shelton. I told you a long time ago. I am not giving. I'm not giving Teofimo Lopez Josh Taylor. I'm not giving them that. Josh Taylor been done after Loma. I mean, after he lost he was done. Them 2 layoffs. The Catterall fight, he was done after that, man. So I'm not giving them no damn T.O. no Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor was done. He been done.
That's what he don't get is Josh Taylor. He don't get too.
He was a drunk too. Couldn't stay out of the pub.
That bullshit. Only haters think Sandor Martin won money.
Oh, you want to know why you have to give Tio, Josh Taylor? Because Josh Taylor, I think, was favored in that fight.
Man, there you go. The accolades. No,
he was not.
I think he was favored in that fight.
Josh Taylor was not favored in that fight. He just came off a year and a half layoff.
But on the YouTube streets, right? Everybody had like Josh Taylor winning.
No, they did not.
Specifically remember like those conversations.
That's just like giving Trevor Burbick credit for Ali, man. Come on, man.
Teach, nobody said that Josh Taylor was going to beat T.O. I never heard that.
Man, go back to all those conversations. Most people pick Taylor to win that fight.
It doesn't matter, Teach. It doesn't matter. We had just saw Catterall beat the brakes off Josh Taylor. So, come on, stop it. Stop the cap, Teach.
Yeah, that happened too.
Yeah, that's because Teach be on everybody's channel. That's why. However, it shifted. Teofimo was favored in that fight. Towards the end, Josh Taylor was favored first, but the last week, T.O. was favored. Minus 230.
Oh, HLD. You know what? You know what's the cool thing about HLD? He's consistent, bro. He's very consistent.
Yeah, he consistently wrong, you know what I'm saying? But he's consistent.
This stuff can be debated all day and all night, man. But I'm not never gonna put accolades over resume. That's just me. Y'all can do it. That's what y'all like. That's up to you guys, not me. I'm never going to say this dude is great because he fought a former champion he fought 7 years behind his prime and shit like that. You know, y'all keep going on them YouTube channels and listen to these dudes feed that bullshit narrative to you guys. You know, it's just not right.
How many former champions did Tank fight? Like 30 of them?
Yeah.
Hey Lou, did Tank fight like 30 former champions?
Tank got more former champions than everybody. I think it was like 14.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be surprised when he opens the door. Yeah.
It was like 14 or 15 teeth. I can't remember. So and you know, and then see, and that's why I don't use that. I don't use that as an argument. You know, you say he fought these champs, then you can say he fought all his fighters under 30. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? All of them was under 30. All of them when he fought them. Everybody he fought.
These are becoming like basketball stats right now.
Exactly. So, you know, people cannot use that. Josh Taylor was done versus Catterall. Regis, they killed each other. Catterall finished him off and was Walking Dead versus T.O. Exactly. And that's how I look at things, man. Y'all look at this stuff differently. You got to look at it the right way, man. Like I told Mr. Shelton, now he Cummins is saying the same thing. What kind of fighter were these fighters when they fought each other? You know, and that's my big argument about Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. But his resume is trash because when he fought them fighters. That's just my opinion, you know. Except Earl Spence. He whooped Earl Spence's ass. Ain't no bust about that one. You know, but when you start saying the other dudes, you know, Mir Khan and Kell Brook and all them people, them dudes was been done. You know, so yeah, people gotta start looking at this stuff differently. Instead of people keep going with the old school, or he fought a former champion. You know, Devin fought Lenoir. Lenoir, man, Teach can beat Lenoir.
No, he can't.
The Lenoir that Devin fought, Teach could have beat him, man.
Don't do that to Teach. Teach you get beat up.
He said BTO was going crazy. Y'all were saying, and he shocked everybody. But tell him, man, who said that bullshit? If everybody was on this channel, Teach was on this channel. You know, I said that's the worst thing. Josh Taylor been done, but y'all gonna keep saying T.O. Man, can y'all imagine Josh Taylor that fought T.O. after he fought Regis? Then we could have said something. But that Josh Taylor been off like twice. Come on, man. Y'all trying to stop trying to boost your favorite fighter up.
Yeah. Them doggone T.O. fans, man, they crazy.
Why he won't fight nobody?
Canelo fans.
It's a whole lot. Here's the thing. It's a whole lot of people that 140 for him to fight. How come he don't want to fight nobody?
Because he's scared. He a duck, man. That's what it is. It's plain and simple, man. Man a duck, man. The man don't want to fight nobody. All he want to do is sit up there and run his mouth and not fight no smoke. He don't want no smoke, man. He want to call to everybody he can't fight. And then his fans will come up and be like, oh, see, he Anthony Joshua duck T.O. That's how crazy, that's how delusional these folks is, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you kill Anthony Joshua scared of T.O. He called him out. He don't want no smoke. It's delusion, man.
You know what I'm praying for, don't you? Don't you, Coach?
What was that, brother?
I'm praying for Jake Paul to fight Anthony Joshua. That's what I want. I want that. So
Jake Paul I don't want to see that fight because Jake Paul gonna wind up.
I want to see that so bad.
That boy gonna get seriously hurt. He gonna freaking get hurt. Like that fight right there is literally life and death situation right there.
The Miss Daisy is in the building. Daisy said T.O. only has 5 fans.
I mean, that dude he's a clown. It's such a waste of talent. He's just a clown, man. The dude is just a bona fide clown, man.
Y'all funny. That's funny right there.
What's the fight we gonna push on your channel, Lou? We gonna push Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. That's what we want to see.
Nah, I want to see Jake Paul fight Dave Benavidez.
Oh, that too. That too.
Jake
yes.
Scared of him.
Yes, please. That too.
Jake Paul said he's scared. He said he ain't fighting. So he don't want to fight him.
So what do you guys think of Gary Russell coming back?
Man, who's he fighting?
Against who?
Some dude named Hugo.
He tried to pick him up a check, man.
Dude named Hugo, I think.
Who the fuck is that?
You gotta get.
I don't know.
You got to get him a check, man. I ain't mad at
He's
it.
been on 3 years, so
I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
Hey, y'all hit the like button before we get off this joint. They just say Tyson coming back from the liquor store to fight Joshua.
What do you think about it, Lou? Coming back.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
What did you say, TJ? Ain't hear you.
What do you think about Gary Russell coming back?
If he still can fight, he can fight. He coming back? Who he fighting?
He's gonna be on the Barrios Pacquiao undercard.
Who he fighting?
I think the guy name is Hugo or something like that.
No, he gonna look sharp because he stay in the gym. If you watch him on Instagram, he stay in the gym. I still think he won the Massager fight with one arm.
Okay.
Is that fight gonna be at 130 or 135?
Masayo is on that card as well.
Is that fight gonna be at 135?
Nah, he ain't fighting at 135. He's too small. He gonna probably be at 126 or 130.
Okay.
He should move up to 130. That's what he need to do. If he's serious coming back, he need to move up to 130 and fight them dudes at 130.
I figure he was trying to get in the mix so he can pick him up a nice payday at 135.
Nah, he ain't going up there. Them dudes too big for him, man. Even though he's talented, he can handle it.
Yeah,
but I don't see it.
Yeah.
HLD still talking about boots.
Boots? Man, come there you go to my Boots Duck T.O.
You know it.
See, HLD got serious problems, man. That dude right there, man. He loves T.O., man. I'm telling you, T.O. can do no wrong, man. This man can find a way to cap for this dude.
You talking about Boots?
Man. Yeah, you talking about Boots Duck T.O. Man, ain't nothing to duck, man. What you talking about? He duck T.O. They had like T.O. was some kind of monster or something, man. This dude ain't even all that good, man.
No,
if he was that good, he'd be trying to unify his division. He'd be trying to come undisputed at 140. This man ain't made no moves towards Gary Antoine Russell. He ain't made no moves towards Quelo. He ain't made no moves towards Matias. All he doing is running his mouth, flapping his gums, man. That's all he doing. He turning down record high paydays. I mean, what else? What else can you do for this guy, man? This dude is no good, man. No good for boxing.
Yeah.
Not only that, he's saying all this racist stuff. Every time you turn around, you always making some racist comments all the time. That dude ain't no good for boxing, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. But you know, it is what it is. Lou, the jury done messed up for 4th of July. I was going to buy 200 shares of baby oil if Diddy get out.
That's what they thought. I tripped off of that. People thought he got out. No, he didn't get out.
Nah, he ain't getting out.
The most serious charges got dropped, but he's still facing 20 years for the two that they stuck to.
He ain't doing nowhere near 20.
Dang, he probably do 20 years.
Each one of those charges that they stuck to will carry 10-year maxes.
Oh, there must be a state
and
charge.
You know the feds, they do the feds don't do no 3 to 5. The feds do mandatory minimum. So they got mandatory, they got dates that are already set. They got to give you either this or that.
Well,
so you saying he gonna do some jail time in?
He gonna do some,
he's gonna do some time.
He gonna
not
do
a lot,
some,
but he gonna do some.
Yeah, but he might not do none because the president say he gonna pardon him.
Trump say he gonna get him out.
Yep.
Hey, wouldn't it be crazy if P. Diddy came out with his own line of baby oil, man?
We gotta go there. Y'all hit the like button, man. I'm out of here now.
All right, Lou. Appreciate you, brother.
Okay.
Later on.
All right. I salute everybody. Yes, sir.
Salute everybody.
That's messed up. His own on a baby oil. But all right. Lou, your next topic should be the elites in boxing today.
Okay, we can do that. We do it Friday.
All right.
Elite. Who's our elite fighters in boxing? Appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, tell a friend, tell a friend. We up out here. Good show today, fellas. I'll see y'all Friday. Peace and blessings.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's